fun. That was a really good team. We were looking forward to the competition. It's an opportunity to bounce back, So we've just been waiting to get back to competition, and we were working really hard with practice, and we were happy with the results.
How motivated were you personally after not playing a minute against UCLA?
I go into every game motivated, regardless of the game. So I was motivated in practice, kept working hard. I didn't really let that bother me at all. So
what did that tell you though about what Calipari wanted from you to not play you in that game?
I don't make those kind of decisions. You know what I mean? So if he thought the matchup just wasn't good or whatever his thought process was on that, that's his choice to make, and I respect that. And, I was just ready for my opportunity, and when that came today, I tried to make the most of it, as I do every time I get an opportunity on the court. So just moving forward, just continue to work hard in practice and prove myself why I should play.
He kind of told us that he changed up the practice lineups to where it was more of Isaiah going up against Dion to kind of made it sound like jack up for competitiveness.
Yeah, in practice, competitiveness is the biggest thing. You're competing against the best players in the country every day. It's an opportunity to get better. And the matchups that you got going on there, it's head-to-head every position. So I feel like the competition level's been high, and we'll just continue to ramp that up from there.
Is there a noticeable difference between this year and last year in terms of practice, energy level?
Every team's different. There's a noticeable difference in the way we play, I think. But energy level, I think that's something we understood both years that I've been here. We understand that every game you go into, this team's jacked up, they're ready to play you. So you're gonna get the team's best every game. So I feel like we go into practice knowing that, and so we're prepared.
Cal said you never had a bad practice yet this year. Do you agree with that?
I would agree. I feel like we practice really hard. Sometimes we'll be halfway, 3/4 of the way through practice, and I'll be like, man, this is like the best practice of the year. And I've thought that several times. I've voiced that several times. So that's something I feel like we can be proud of as a collective group, that we can go so hard, and the competition is so at such a high level at this point of the year already. So it's something to look forward to see how high we can get.
Even so, he said he can't wait for finals so he can lock the door and have 3-a-days with you guys, because in game situations you can only go about 4 minutes before guys get tired.
Yeah, finals will be over pretty soon, and then you don't got schoolwork to worry about. It's just you wake up, it's basketball to the moment you go to sleep. So it's a really good opportunity for us to get better as a group. We're already a really close-knit group, really good bond we got between us all. So the opportunity to spend that time with each other in the gym, outside of the gym, that's just a blessing in itself. But I feel like that's going to be a really great period of time for us to develop as a team and really grow.
What would you tell the freshmen that don't know about what that stretch is coming up is going to be like?
I would just tell them to be prepared to be in the gym a lot, but that's something that they know. That's something that they've already learned about this program, that it takes a lot of work to be where we're at this point. So, over this little course of time that we have to spend together, and we don't have to focus on school, we can finally just focus on basketball, which is probably obviously our favorite part of school. It's going to be a great opportunity to develop.
Coach also said that he wanted to twin you with Isaiah, that you were more comfortable when you're on the court with Isaiah. What does Isaiah do or say to make you more comfortable?
I feel like Isaiah, he's one of those guys that's been rooting for me since the beginning. As a team, we're all so close, but you have those guys that you kind of look out for sometimes. Maybe you need somebody like that, and I feel like that's probably Isaiah for me. He seems to look out for me when we get on the game together. He seems to always try to get me going a little bit, and that's something I really appreciate from him. And he's a great teammate in that sense. He does it not just for me, but for a lot of guys.
Why do you think